July 23rd edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I am meteorologist Matthew East here with you, and the heat and humidity marching on across the region. And really we're looking at those dangerous levels of heat continuing today for Friday and on through the weekend. And I'll get into the specifics of that as the video rolls on. I want to show you the radar. There's actually been a few showers through the pre-dawn hours up around the Triad. That's really the only spot across most of the region seeing any activity in terms of rain this morning. Big storm complexes, though, moving from the plains through the Great Lakes and occasionally into the New England states. All of those peat-shady counties, those are all heat advisories, and generally the heat advisory threshold or criteria is you have to get a heat index over 105 degrees, and that's anticipated in all those peat-shaded areas. For the Triad itself, probably 103, 104 for a heat index, but today at least just below that heat advisory threshold. But anyway, you look at it all across the eastern United States, lots of hot weather, lots of muggy weather. These are the dew point temperatures, and you're looking at 70-degree dew points all the way up to the Minnesota border and into southern Michigan, and of course including all of our region as well. That is really, really muggy stuff. And there's the reason. Big ridge sitting all across the southeastern and southern United States, and that's just cranking the heat and the humidity. In terms of precipitation today, probably only a few isolated storms possible this afternoon. There'll be very few and far between, most spots dry. High temperatures upper 90s to near 100. Heat index values in many spots getting over that 105-degree threshold this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon. Again, upper 90s, some spots near 100. Again, heat indexes right up over 105. Might have said heat advisories over 105 than the previous day, but I'm talking about heat index values over 105 possible today, tomorrow, and really frankly possible Sunday as well. We may be a degree or two less hot Sunday, but still mid to upper 90s and still very high heat index values. Now there is a little better chance Sunday afternoon and especially Sunday evening of seeing a few showers and storms as the front drops in. Then that front moves in and stalls out by Monday. So it does look like pretty good coverage of scattered showers and storms on the way Monday and Tuesday with that front nearby. Then the front washes out, so we may warm up again toward midweek. But I do think there's some pretty good indications that by the end of next week, we're probably going to try to see a nice trough dig into the eastern part of the country. So by the end of next work week, or at least next weekend, maybe a more pronounced push of less hot weather. And I think we would all welcome that. All right, let's talk about Tropical Storm Bonnie. There's the satellite imagery this morning. Bonnie is not looking terribly healthy at all. Still battling some pretty hefty shear. In fact, the reconnaissance aircraft investigating Bonnie this morning found that the system was frankly struggling to maintain a closed low-level circulation. So it is not it's not out of the realm of possibility that Bonnie could degenerate into just an open trough. But assuming it can hold on to that closed low-level circulation, it will maintain its tropical storm, or at least tropical depression status. Now, this is the spread in the computer model guidance. Really, the model's in pretty good agreement, aiming generally at southeastern Louisiana, or maybe the Mississippi Gulf Coast. This is the official National Hurricane Center forecast, and they forecast Bonnie to maintain that tropical storm intensity with a landfall near the mouth of the Mississippi River, give or take 50 or 100 miles, by very early Sunday morning. Some of the select model guidance here, this is the Canadian, pretty much right in line with the Hurricane Center forecast. This is the Hurricane Wharf. First landfall, I need to mention this. First landfall, let's go back to this chart. First landfall today, this afternoon, they're in South Florida. But then the next landfall there's Florida on the Hurricane Wharf, and let's see, then right near the Mississippi Gulf Coast with the second landfall. Anyway, I don't think Bonnie is going to become a terribly strong system. It's really going to be battling some shear for most of its life. So the upper end potential on Bonnie is not that high, but tropical storm nonetheless, and that will likely move into the northern Gulf Coast probably Sunday, very early in the day Sunday, over the weekend. All right, so that's how it looks with Bonnie. Thanks for watching today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Have a great weekend. Stay cool. This is a dangerous type of heat, and God bless.